Good evening. The darkest day in AFL history, with 34 past and present Essendon players hit with season bans for injecting prohibited supplements. The shock decision has left the respected champion facing the indignity of having his Brownlow stripped and thrown the 2016 season into disarray, with Port Adelaide set to pay dearly.
Ryder and Angus Monfries nowhere to be seen at Alberton today. Their bans effective immediately.
As you could imagine, they're devastated. This is in their lives. This is probably the most important thing that they do, bar their families, and they've had that taken away from them this morning.
The Port Adelaide pair among 34 current and former Essendon players banned until at least November for using a prohibited substance.
The program at Essendon Football Club in 2012 was a stain on our game. It's had a terrible impact on the players, the club, and the reputation of the AFL.
The Court of Arbitration for Sports Finding overturns last year's ruling by the AFL Anti-Doping Tribunal, who chose not to suspend players.
The penalty imposed on the 34 players is manifestly unfair. At all times, our players acted in good faith. They sought assurances and were provided them.
At best, the players did not ask the questions or the people that they should have. At worst, they were complicit in a culture of secrecy and concealment.
They are the victims, not the perpetrators. They deserve our sympathy, not our scorn. They've had a year taken off them and through no fault of their own. It's just a disgrace.
James Hird, who was at the helm at the time, described the decision as a shock and a miscarriage of justice. In an unprecedented move, current captain Joe Watson's 2012 Brownlow medal could now be stripped.
The Commission determined that the awarding of this medal needs to be reviewed in light of today's decision.
That review to be completed next month. With 12 current Essendon players to miss season 2016, the AFL will allow the club to upgrade 5 rookies and sign a further 10 new names.
They'll be fielding an AFL standard team, and they'll be going through a very tough year.
Port Adelaide will also be able to upgrade 2 rookies. However, that's not currently on the coach's mind.
The boys is what I worry about. I don't worry about almost the club today. I worry about the boys, and as long as they're okay, we'll be okay. And as a football club, we'll be strong in 2016.
I'm frustrated to a degree that it's taken so long.
It's disappointing, but you do the crime, you do the time.
Let's now go to Tom Wren live at Alberton. Tom, where to now for the players?
Well, Brenton, it's said to be a frustrating time for them, and whilst the club here is going to do everything it can to support the players, they really are restricted in what they can do. The power is still trying to find out exactly how the bans will work, but effectively, Brenton, those players will not be able to train with the other players, nor will they be able to attend on match days. So the next 12 months certainly set to be a very long time for Angus Monfries and Paddy Ryder.